Are you ready to file your taxes but don't know where to start? Well, you're not alone. Filing taxes is an integral part of adult life, and while it may seem daunting, it's a process that contributes to the functioning of our society. Every year, the revenue generated from taxes helps fund public services, maintain infrastructure, and ensure the smooth running of our government. But why is it so important to file taxes accurately and on time? Well, it's simple. Doing so not only keeps you in good standing with the tax authorities, but can also lead to a refund if you've overpaid your taxes throughout the year. Now, you may be wondering, do I need to file taxes? Generally, if your income exceeds a certain threshold, you must file a tax return. However, even if your income doesn't meet this threshold, you might still want to file. You see, if you qualify for a refundable tax credit, or if your employer has withheld more taxes than you owe, filing a tax return could result in money coming back to you. So, let's get started with the first step, checking if you need to file. Now that you know you need to file your taxes, it's time to gather your documents. Picture this as assembling the pieces of a puzzle. You're going to need some essentials. First, your personal information. Your social security number, your bank account and routing numbers for direct deposit, your adjusted gross income from your last tax return, and of course, your name as recorded with the Social Security Administration and your current address. Next, you'll need your income documents. These might include paycheck stubs, statements from banks or online marketplaces, and forms like W-2 or 1099 that show your wages and other income. Finally, let's talk about other records. This includes receipts for deductions like childcare expenses, mortgage interest, or donations. If you have a health savings account, you'll need documentation for that as well. And if you're self-employed, don't forget your business records. Each of these documents plays a crucial role in your tax filing process. They help to make sure your return is accurate, which can save you from potential headaches down the road. With all your documents in place, you are ready for the next step, filing your return. With your documents ready, you can now file your tax return. There are several methods to choose from, but the most convenient and fastest way is often through online tax software or e-filing. This method offers step-by-step instructions and automatic calculations, making the process easier and more accurate. Now let's get into the meat of filing your tax return, reporting your income, deductions, and credits. This is where the documents you've gathered come into play. For instance, your W-2 or 1099 forms will reveal your income. Your receipts will support your deductions, and your records of contributions or expenses might qualify you for certain credits. When reporting your income, ensure you include everything: wages, tips, dividends, and even that side hustle. Every penny counts, and reporting accurately is crucial to avoid any complications down the line. Next, identify your deductions. Maybe you've paid a hefty amount in student loan interest, or you've been generous with charitable donations throughout the year. Either way, these deductions can significantly reduce your taxable income. Finally, look for credits you may be eligible for. These can range from education credits to credits for energy-efficient home improvements. Unlike deductions, which reduce your taxable income, credits reduce your tax bill directly, so they can be pretty valuable. Once you've filed your return, it's time to get your refund. Remember, the key to a smooth tax filing process is organization, accuracy, and a bit of patience. Happy filing! After filing your return, it's time to get your refund. This is the moment you've been waiting for, the sweet reward for your meticulous tax preparation. So, how does it work? Once the IRS processes your return, they'll issue your refund. The speed of this process can vary, but generally, if you filed electronically, you can expect your refund within 3 weeks. If you've chosen to file with paper forms, the wait can be a bit longer, typically around 6 weeks. Now, you're probably wondering, how will I receive my refund? Well, you have options. The fastest and most convenient method is through direct deposit. You can have your refund sent straight to your bank account, making it a seamless and efficient process. If you prefer a more traditional approach, you can opt for a paper check sent by mail. Remember, The key to a swift refund is accuracy in your tax return. Errors can lead to delays, so double-check your work before submitting. It's your hard-earned money after all. But what if you owe taxes? Let's discuss that next. Sometimes you may owe taxes. If that's the case, it's crucial to pay them on time. The process is straightforward. Once you've completed your tax return and determined your tax liability, you'll need to make a payment. The IRS offers various payment options, including direct bank transfer, debit or credit card, and even a check or money order through the mail. Select the method that's most convenient for you. Remember, the tax deadline in the United States is typically April 15th. If you owe taxes, it's important to make your payment by this date to avoid penalties and interest. But what if you're unable to pay your taxes on time? Don't worry, the IRS provides options for taxpayers who need more time or assistance. You may be able to set up a payment plan or even qualify for an extension. However, it's always best to pay on time if possible. Late payment can lead to penalties and interest, which can add up over time. To avoid this, plan ahead and make sure you have funds available to cover your tax liability. Now that you've paid your taxes, let's look ahead to next year. Filing your taxes is an annual task, so why not get a head start on next year? Being proactive can really take the stress out of tax season. Start by keeping a record of all your important documents and receipts. This includes everything from your paycheck stubs and bank statements to your W-2 or 1099 forms, and even your receipts for deductions like childcare expenses, mortgage interest, and charitable donations. Stay organized throughout the year by designating a specific place for all your tax-related documents. This could be a physical folder, a digital directory, or even a dedicated email folder for online receipts. The key is to keep everything in one place where you can easily access it when you need to. Another great tip is to make a checklist of all the forms and information you'll need so you can tick them off as you gather them. This will ensure that nothing slips through the cracks. Also, consider using online tax software or consulting with a tax professional. They can provide guidance and help you understand the latest tax changes that might affect your return. Remember, filing taxes doesn't have to be daunting. Take it step by step, and don't hesitate to seek help if needed. By staying prepared and organized, you can make the next tax season a breeze.